Happy Monday. We are back to talk some more NBA playoffs. Let's go. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back in to another episode for Just a Bet Outside. I am your host, Steven, and we're back. Hope everyone had a great weekend. People that see the glass half empty might say we went, 4-5 over the weekend. Last half full, people say we're on a 3-game winning streak. That's right. My streakiness continues in the playoffs. Tough Friday and Saturday, and then we finished with a nice 3-0 sweep on Sunday. We'll go over that recap in just a little bit. Quick reminder, MLB Best Bets video will be out after this one for the Monday slate, as we had a nice winning weekend as well there. But any graphics you see in this video, you know they are from an awesome app called OUTLIER, the best betting research tool on the market today. Click that link below. You get a 7-day free trial that's in the description. So let's get into it. We're going to start off Monday with a nice dad joke. So here we go. After an unsuccessful harvest, why did the farmer decide to try a career in music? Because he had a ton of sick beats. Okay. In this video, we're going to recap that weekend, and then we're going to preview and talk the best bets for the Cavs at Heat, and the same for the Rockets at Warriors. Just got the 2 games, and then I'll finish it with one lean that I have, and of course, wrap it all up with the recap. So hit that like button if you haven't already. I would appreciate it. Leave a comment below if you have any time at all. It really helps this channel continue to grow. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Come join this awesome community. Also, click that Discord link below in the description. Completely free to join. Got a ton of smart people in there giving out bets every single day. So let's get this rolling, and that means it's recap time. All right, here it is, the entire recap. We won't go over everyone in detail, but like I said, it was a very rough Friday and Saturday. The streakiness continues. I've had 3-0 days, and then I've had 1-5 stretches. This playoffs has just been really up and down, a little more down than I wanted, that's for sure. But Friday, 0-3. McConnell had a terrible second half. Didn't take one shot attempt. He was looking okay at halftime. Mike Conley under 13.5 PRAs. It was close, but he got the job done. And then Naz Reid over 11.5 points. Foul trouble, and just not a good game for him. And then Saturday, Draymond Green under 21.5 was our only winner, and then Caruso over 9.5 PRs didn't do much of anything in the second half. Davion Mitchell over 6.5 assists. How about 5 at halftime? 5 at the end of the game. The Heat couldn't score. It is what it is. Sunday, Derek White over, easy winner. Andrew Nembhard, easy winner, third quarter cash. Austin Reeves sweated it out a little bit because, again, he got in foul trouble. Only played 11 minutes in the first half. Still went bonkers and ended with 11 RAs. So love that one. And there's what we are. There's the under record for the player props. Overall, 2 bad days, 1 good one. So 4-5, ho hum, but lost under a unit. But we're down 3.07 units for the playoffs. For the season, obviously, we're up 29 units. But I'm ready for that hot streak to just keep going. Enough with these terrible stretches we've had for 1 or 2 days. Let's hopefully build some momentum from Sunday into this week. So that's what we got for the recap. And now it's time for the best bets. All right, this first one takes us out to Miami, Florida, where the Heat host the Cleveland Cavaliers. Cavs minus 8.5. Total in this one is 209.5. What an awful, awful performance by the Heat in Game 3. Got absolutely routed on their first home game of the playoffs. Cavs looking to make a statement here with the sweep. Injuries, something to keep an eye on. Darius Garland is questionable with a toe injury. I'm not going to preview this series anymore. Cavs probably wrap it up here. But my best bet, it's not a player prop. Give me the over 209.5 at minus 110 on the ESPN bet. This can be a half unit play for me here. This line just seems a bit low to me, obviously. So even if Garland doesn't play, I still like this. So this has been an over series. The line was 216 in Game 1. These teams scored 221. The line was 212.5 in Game 2. So it went down. You're thinking that's fishy. Well, it wasn't. They scored 233. And then the line went to 216 in Game 3, and they scored 221. I mean, guys, this line is going all over the place, and it doesn't matter. These guys are blowing it out of the water. 221 plus in all 3 games. It seems weird that this line is 209.5. And in Game 3 also, when they went over this, the Heat were bad offensively. Shot just 42% from the field. Never scored more than 23 points in any quarter. Tyler Hero, Bam Adebayo combined to go 14 for 33. And then Donovan Mitchell on the other side scored just 13 points. And this game still went to 221 with 3 of the best scorers on the court just not playing well offensively. Cavs still scored 127 with Donovan Mitchell scoring only 13. Heat defensively, you can tell they just have no answer for Cleveland. They struggle defending the perimeter outside of Davion Mitchell. The Cavs love to go to Tyler Hero, or love to go at Tyler Hero. They even talk about it post game. He's a big defensive liability for him. They just can't stop him. They just have no answer. And then Jared Allen will have a big game after they try to do something else. So it really doesn't matter for the Heat right now. But these teams have now played 6 times this season. They are over 209.5 in all 6 games with an average score of 225, including 221 per game in the playoffs. So with Mitchell, Hero, and Bam struggling last game, like I said, this line still went over. Cavs scored 60 points in the paint in Game 3 and 21 points off turnovers. I almost went with the Cavs team total over, but I think the Heat offense can bounce back here. They're playing for their season right here, so I don't think they have as bad of a game offensively as Game 3. So I'm just going to play what's been happening every single game between these teams. Give me the over 209.5 for the 7th straight time as my first best bet. All right, this next one takes us out to San Francisco, where the Warriors host the Houston Rockets. Warriors minus 3.5. Total in this one is 203. What a win by the Warriors in Game 3. No Jimmy Butler. Steph Curry is so freaking good. Seriously, not just one of the best shooters, just becoming one of the top players of all time. I'm not saying he is, just saying it's just unreal watching him. And by the way, watching him and LeBron doing what they're doing in the playoffs, they were combined 77 years old. It's insane. That's just another story. But these have been defensive battles in these games. And injuries-wise, Jimmy Butler, questionable, obviously, again, with a pelvis. We'll see if he plays. He almost tried to give it a go, I want to say, last game. I think because the last game they won, he might sit it out. But again, what do I know? My best bet, it's a player prop. Give me the man, the myth, the legend. Steph Curry over 5.5 assists at minus 102 on FanDuel, 4.5 unit. Rockets are tough, obviously, when it comes to allowing assists. We talked about that all year. But it hasn't mattered too much to Curry in the last 2 games without Butler. And again, I'm expecting him out again, but I'll still take this even with him in. But in the last 2 without Butler, how about 9 assists and 9 assists? And that was on 13 and 17 potential assists. Those are really high potential numbers, really high for just needing 6 times. Now, Rockets tried everything they could to get the ball out of his hands. It helped a little bit in the first half, but again, Steph went crazy, scored 36. But Steph also did a great job of finding his teammates. He has no problem doing it when he needs to. And Steph's minutes have been high, obviously expected in the playoffs, one of the best out there. He's played 39, 37, and 40 minutes so far. In games this year, he's played 36 or more minutes, which I think is conservative, to be honest with you, because I think he gets close to 40 again. As you can see by this outlier screenshot, with 36-plus minutes over 9 of 13 games, averaging just under 7 dimes per game. Now, in games with that same 36 or more minutes without Jimmy Butler, he's over in 5 of 6 games, including Game 3, and he's averaging almost 8 assists per game. So the Rockets, yes, tough matchup normally, but they're trying to get rid of the ball. They're playing a little different, trying to get him to get rid of the ball. They're sending some double teams, things like that, more than they usually would at least. And there's a ton of more potential assists available than normal. So I love it. With Steph's high potential assists here and getting even or close to even money, I have to take the over here. So give me Steph over 5.5 assists. That is my second and final best bet of the day. But before we get out of here, I want to talk one lean. All right, I have just one lean to talk about. It's back in that Golden State Houston series. That's a player prop. Amen Thompson over 3.5 assists. It was minus 110, minus 120, I believe. Last I saw, minus 125 range. But over 3.5 assists. He's had 13, 6, and 11 potential assists in those 3 games. Those are high numbers for needing 4 dimes. He's turned that into so far 6, 3, and 4 assists. So he's over in 2 of 3, but honestly, he's just been unlucky overall, even while being over in 2 of 3. But he played 33 and 36 minutes in games 1 and 3. I'm expecting 30 plus here, especially competitive game, no foul trouble and all that. He should get easily 30 plus. In games where he's played just that 30 to 35 minute range, he's over this line in 66% of games. So I think this line should be 4.5. Just something to look into. I may place the bait. The bait. I don't know what that is. I might place the bet tonight or in the morning as I look more into it, but just want to kind of talk through another player prop with you guys. So that's what I got for the best bets for the Monday slate before we get out of here. Let's check out that recap. All right, there it is. 2 best bets over 209.5 in the Cavs and Heat, minus 110 for a half unit. Steph Curry over 5.5 times, minus 102 for a half unit. That's what we got. Let's stay hot, get some winners. Again, any added plays will be in the pinned comments below on X and on Discord. Leave a comment below also with your best bets for the day, and let's get some winners. So, hope you have a great Monday, and we'll talk to you soon.